Let's go! I'm Sonic, a little ball of super energy and an extremely handsome package. 2 years ago, I had to escape from my planet and go to a planet called Earth. The little blue hedgehog had to go to the little blue planet called Earth because everybody was coming after my power. And I was being followed, speaking not even from my home world, but now on Earth, I get the attention from some crazy mad scientist with the mustache from the Civil War who calls himself Robotnik, but I call him Eggman because his machines look like eggs that can easily be broken, which I did just that. So I bested him with my super speed. Because if you can't beat him, you gotta blind them at hindsight, you know what I mean? So, after settling in Green Hills, I, Sonic, am eager to prove that I have what it takes to be a true hero. My test comes when Dr. Robotnik returns with a new partner who looks just like me. He's like an anti-Sonic, kids. He's like Sonic if he was evil and he was twisted. The opposite of blue is what? Red. Yes, it's the opposite. Red. He's red, he's dreadful, and he's got dreads. Technically, they're quills, but they look like dreads. But yes, he's red, he's dead, and he's dreadful, and he's got dreads. His name is Knuckles. And he's in search, he and Eggman are in search of the mysterious Master Emerald that has the power to destroy civilizations. So, what do? I team up with my own sidekick, who technically found me. His name is Miles Prowers, aka Tails. Well, that's actually kind of cool. Miles Prowers. Prowers, I didn't think there was wordplay like miles per hours, but Prowers because he's a fox. But together we embark on this globe-trotting journey to find the emerald before it falls into the wrong hands of Eggman and Knuckles. What's up, my homies? This is your boy Sonic here, giving you a review on Sonic the Hedgehog 2 that had recently come out last weekend. It was a really, really good sequel that stays faithful to the games. Now, I know you were expecting Sterling Still to give you some lame old review on the next sequel. Hold on, let me get my words together. You were expecting Sterling to give you a review centering on a certain man that voices an animated mule, and now he was doing a whole series on him. But no, Sonic decided to give him a little break so I can give you my review on my sequel. Let's do this. So, once upon a time, Paramount Pictures took the risk, yes, I said it, the risk, of producing a live-action Sonic the Hedgehog film that was almost going to feature me as a humanoid hedgehog that had paws instead of gloves. What kind of BS is that? I'm cartoon. I'm an animated character. I must have gloves. I'm not going to have paws and appear in the room looking like some freakish, grotesque creature with some very real teeth like, ah! No, I'm going to appear just like how I look in the arcade games. So, as a result, it broke the alleged movie curse by allowing itself to walk before it knew how to jet, just like my boy, the Hawk. Thankfully, the film was successful due to the simplicity of its storyline, lighter stakes, a family-friendly adventure, an approach with the titular hedgehog, and of course, Jim Carrey. Now, when you keep half of the pros the way it is and add experience points to the other half, you have yourself not just a tour de force Sonic the Hedgehog on-screen adaptation, but an unquestionably accurate video game movie. Now, Sonic the Hedgehog 2 adapts more than just the original game's sequel and threequel, but they do not translate everything verbatim. There are references and Easter eggs everywhere, but it is all in favor of slowly shaping this cinematic universe with ease. And I believe that if they keep doing it just like this, that it will go on to be one of the most successful franchises during this decade of the 2020s. And it will introduce a whole new generation of the Sonic character and his world. Now, Sonic had recently found his place on Earth by defeating Robotnik in the last film and then quickly made his presence known as a hero. The dominant problem in the 99 of franchises, the 99, the overall, the majority, the average, that adapt some anthropomorphic character is that they never really make them the main character, but then the cycle gets broken here. This is produced by Paramount, the same studio that collaborated with Nickelodeon to give us the Ninja Turtles. And who was the main character of that franchise? Megan Fox, a human girl. Very attractive woman, but she's still a human girl. She was not a CG character, but no, they did the opposite here. The only human characters that are essential to this world are Tom and Maddie Wachowski, Pretzel Woman and Donut Lord. While Tom was somewhat of a protagonist in the last film as Sonic was, we call those dotaragonists. They said that on here on Earth. That's a Wachowski special right there. But the sequel gracefully puts most of the human characters aside to make way for the furry anthropomorphic Sonic and friends. Now, once again, Ben Schwartz supplements Sonic the Hedgehog with his voice acting performance, energy, charisma, and cartoonish expressions. Now, the same can be said for Colleen O'Shaughnessey, who has been voice acting Tails since Sonic Boom on Cartoon Network, which pretty much makes fun of itself. Now, when my boy Knuckles, my man Knuckles the Echidna, now you've previously seen his kind at the beginning of the last film, and that was only planting the seed for the world building that was yet to come, that is coming on Paramount Plus. Exploring his backstory is very interesting because Idris Elba brought so much gravity to the character. Now, when I heard that he was going to be involved, this spoke more about Paramount's confidence with the franchise than just adding Tails. But Idris Elba being cast was something I was struggling to picture. I was thinking more of Jason Momoa or The Rock, but then I would have thought it's going to be a feud, just like Vin Diesel and The Rock. Now, fortunately, his voice was pitch perfect as Knuckles, as he brought authority, attitude to his performance. It feels like his voice contributes fully to bringing out the menace more than the warrior. Now, if this is Jim Carrey's last time acting, as he has expressed he would be retiring, he would go out with a definitive bang, because Jim Carrey owns the eggcellence of Eggman, right? His take on the Sonic antagonist is just so pure Jim Carrey that somebody just might try to copy him for a change. Woohoo! The only issue I have with this movie is the pacing. And I guess I'm going to have to recycle this issue too. The pacing. Whenever Sonic, Knuckles, Tails, or Eggy is not on screen, every human character outside of Tom and Maddie is just completely unnecessary. And it stops the plot from revolving around Sega's Holy Trinity. Sega's Sonic heroes. Me, Tails, and Knuckles. Rotten Tomatoes gives it a 66% score, 66% recommendation, with the audiences loving it a lot more than the critics at a 97%. Now, on the surface, if you liked the first movie, you will love Sonic the Hedgehog 2. An adaptation that takes a nosedive into the Sonic lore, the sequel just levels up into capturing the essence of the video games. Don't believe me? Watch this movie up to the third act. The third act is so much Sonic-ish. Sonic the Hedgehog-like. Very much Sega style and aesthetic and nostalgia. It's all mixed in there. It's just a beautiful blend of everything that you loved as a childhood and everything that Sterling loved when he was playing on the computers in elementary class instead of doing his homework. So, for that, I would give it a 7.9 out of 10. It is a really good movie. Now, as a Sonic fan, I give it a higher score than that. I would give it 8.9, but as a movie buff, as just treating it like every other movie, 7.9 out of 10. But that is all I got to say. That is all your boy has to say about his own sequel, Sonic 2. And I cannot wait for the future that I have with these two buddies, as well as the future I have with Keanu. You know what I mean? But anyway, I will see you guys next time and catch you around the finish line.